So I actually forgot to do the watch list in my previous video. So here it is. This what had some broker comments that the tech won't be in the next iPhone, which is kind of expected, but it's still holding up really well, so there should be nothing here. So Tesla is talked about this one. I will add to my short in the high 270s or add back some of the shares I covered. This one is not really extended anymore. ESPR starting to get extended. Hopefully can push like 27 or something on Monday. That would be great. GBT, hopefully can. It actually had some positive comments in Barron's. Fund manager talked about this one. So like a 29 or 30 push on Monday would be ideal. GOL is starting to get a bit extended from the moving averages. Hopefully can push to 30. This is at a point where you can very easily pull back 3, 4, 5 bucks. Let's look at the long watch list. So IMGN, I took a loss on it. As you know, from my previous video, or I think I mentioned it in my previous video. Anyways, I took a loss on it on Friday. So basically looking for breakouts on these. This URA is looking good, just resting on the around these 20 10-day moving averages. Very tight candle. Over 220 may go. So this KPTI attempted to break out a few days ago. And I fell back into the range. If it breaks this 11 area, it could go. It's been building higher lows. Has a base on a base, kind of a pattern. Biotechs are strong. So everything is kind of lining up. Just needs to break out on volume. Now, this one is again also very tight range, just rising on the resting on the rising support. This one tried to break out on Friday, fell back into the range. Kind of doesn't look very tight anymore, so I'm removing it from my watch list. This is just a great looking chart, like 65 break and or this low 65 area. This thing is gonna go. Could very easily go to 70 plus. Another biotech related name. This is kind of extended, but could have another breakout. Fannie Mae, I've been talking about this one a lot. Looks good. This one is not needs more rest, but it's building higher lows and has a little bit of range at 26 bucks, but at least again it needs more rest. This one looks very good. Just needs volume on the breakout and it could go. I actually tried to buy this breakout here. I took a loss on it. Another bottom biotech related name. Like VRX has rallied off the lows. MYL has rallied off the lows. ENDP, like a lot of stuff. And this one is just flagging off the lows. You know, next stop could be the 100-day. The sector is very strong, so this one is just too thin. I'm not sure I'm gonna trade it. Just there's just no money in this one. Not tight anymore. Removing it. It's just not tight. ICHR, current position, still watching it. Well, this one, they're trying to pump it on the Snap IPO. If you remember, this thing had a big run before the Facebook IPO, and I think also before. No, actually, they had a big run before the Twitter IPO. So now they're trying to pump this one again, but only like 1% or so their holdings, or 2% of their holdings are in Snapchat. So there's really no fundamental reason for it to run, but yeah, whatever. It's a low float, low market cap, low priced, low volume stock, you know, it can go. This one tried to break out on Friday. Just no juice. I would have preferred this 250 break, and I probably would have bought it, but still bidding higher lows, but it's just not tight. That's my problem with it. Yeah, just a bunch of shorts. Again, most of these are just 1 or 2 or maybe 3 days from being perfect. Now this one, close kind of weak. I would have preferred a stronger close than I would have watched it on the short side for Monday, but this is just kind of mid-range and you couldn't do anything. Can't do anything, can go higher, can go lower, just nothing there. This one tried to break out, actually broke out a little bit on Friday, but the entry was on Tuesday or whatever day this is. So there's nothing here now. Jagex, I had an alert on it here at 87, 88 cents. I could have bought it 89, 90 cents, but I just didn't. And, you know, this thing could push back to 1-teens or 120s or something. But right now, there's really nothing here. But it was a good looking short. Had a high volume move on a reverse merger news and pulled back to support. Had a couple of tight range candles. Very good looking short. Now this one is like Dries to just selling paper non-stop. Coup, I'm gonna try to get it on the dip, as I said in the previous video. This one, as you know, I tried to buy it a few days ago. I sold it the same day because I had already so many positions, and I kind of could go. It's the right kind of short in the right kind of a market. These are the ones that are going, so it gets some volume. I'll try to buy it. I have an alert on this one. Now this one had more Kalani news. Friday late after hours, the paper selling is on again, and this is probably short on all pops from now on. I'm gonna set an alert on this one. This one also gonna set an alert. Kind of looks interesting. Coming off a bottom, had some news. Maybe could go. Now this one had a recent reverse split, very low float, actually below 1 million now. If it gets volume, could be a good buy. Gonna set an alert and going to set an alert. Just a lot of bottom biotechs like these, like CLDX had a big run back in November. 40% move in like 2 weeks. And these things can go, and it's kind of liquid. You can very easily buy 20-30,000 shares of this thing. So okay, so that was the watch list. Sorry, I forgot to do it in the previous video.